Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Aitza. I talk about books, fashion, being black in Spain, money, hair. And today I'm doing a bunch of reviews. I switched my hats. And yeah, I don't know what this one is gonna be about because I've been coughing and whatever. If you're new here, I'm glad you are here. If you came back to listen to me ramble, thanks so much. It's nice to talk because didn't have a voice for 2 days. And I'm just making videos until my body is like, girl, go to sleep. We can't take it anymore because my body aches, but I was tired of laying down, being alone because everyone else is out partying for Carnival. So I decided to use this great natural light and my inability to sleep any longer to make some videos. So let's get started. So guys, we have another book review. I've decided to do another review because I am a mess right now. But it's a review for Heart on Hold by Charish Reid. Yes, Charish Reid. And it is set in a town about 2 hours outside of Chicago called Farmingdale. It's about this tenure-track professor named Victoria Reese. She works at a very prestigious old money university. Their old president ran them into debt, and so they're trying to find new ways to get money-paying students in without breaking the budget. And the new president has given what's called a 4-week initiative to pitch the ideas or whatever. And she's getting a lot of pushback from her department head. She's an English professor. Homeboy's had tenure for like 30 years, and he's just very offensive and rude and very all the things that you think of when you think of privileged white man who really doesn't do anything anymore. And then you have Shaun Donovan, who is our local children's librarian. He is the head of the children's department at the library, and he is the one she's working with to create this new project, which is to be interdisciplinary and have students work at the library, work with other people who may be School of Social Work, School of Business or whatever, to get real job skills working with people, using library resources, helping them apply for jobs or sorting through things or projects, which is something that's very realistic. And as you need more work experience to get a job once you graduate, I think it's a very realistic backdrop. And Homegirl has a book that she swears she returns, but it's accrued almost $30 worth of fines because it's been missing since January, and it's now October. But you know, there's like the tension there, and he has ADD and he's kind of all over the place, but he gets things done. And she's a military kid, so everything has to have a plan. Her mother is always like, you know, the world is giving you 2 strikes because you're black and you're a woman, so like you have to have a plan to get ish done. And if you have a plan, you can do anything. So they collide on those fronts, but the tension is there. And so they start what they call their sword affair, where they meet up for a rendezvous. They both haven't had sex in like 2 years, and they're kind of like testing waters again and doing things that are kind of scandalous, like having sex in the library or in her office and stuff like that, and testing boundaries. He is also responsible for his niece. Currently, his sister, who's technically his stepsister, is in Sweden doing work things. And so he's responsible for the niece for 2 months. He's white, she's black, and so like when he goes to pick her up for school stuff, it's very like, this man is trying to take you. And she's like, yeah, this is my uncle, and like having to make sure like stranger danger, like no one is trying to accept them. But I think it's a good, like those little interactions I liked, because we have like a very changing demographic, and your family isn't just this nuclear family anymore where it's mom, dad, grandma, grandpa. That's what I was saying, like it shows like families aren't just nuclear in the sense that we had anymore, and it takes a village and it takes a community. And sometimes addressing those things and being that community does mean encountering other people's biases and learning how to navigate them, and kids also having to navigate it. So I love that aspect of the book. And I also loved like just like him, he decided to read the book that she was reading to kind of like see where her head was at, what she liked about it, and to use that for their playful banter and things. And I thought it was really, really cute. And there's, discussions about race and class and gender and the workplace and, fitting in academia and other parts and preconceived notions that people could have on you. I really enjoyed the conversation about labor and Black academics, especially Black women academics, and how, you can sometimes feel like a mother and that the students are your children, and that because it's so few of you, so many come to you and you feel this responsibility, but you can't save everyone. I really, really liked that, because I have academic friends and academic family members, and these are things that you hear from them and even some of my previous professors that I've had. So it was refreshing to see that. My favorite character, I don't know. I want to say it was actually her friend Paula, who writes romance. We didn't get a lot of Paula, but Paula reminds me a lot of me. She's not adjunct. That's what it is. She's an adjunct professor, but she writes romance novels, and that's her bread and butter. And she is not a conformant. She wears her fro and her Afro puffs and her chucks, and it's just unapologetically Black, and I love it. And it disrupts this stuffy institution, but she has that because she's not trying to get tenure, unlike her friend. So they're juxtapositions to each other and approaching the system, but who has that privilege to push the boundaries. My least favorite character was Kenneth, which is the department head, but a close second is her mom, just because her mom is very old school respectability politics Black person, which I get given the age and stuff. But it's and some of that also comes from my relationship with my mom, and my mom is not like that at all, but a lot of my friends' parents are. So knowing that I have a privilege of having had a Black mom who is not like that and is very sex positive and not prudish in any ways, and seeing that, her mom really, really irritated me with some of the comments and things, and how she still meddled and ridiculed. And granted, parents meddle in your life a lot, but it's just, nah. But from a cultural aspect, I do get it, and I do get why her mom was written that way. And even her dad, and how he was well, these are women's issues and things that you can work out. But how that affected Victoria and her womanhood and navigating the workplace and her relationships. It's nice to see, even though her mom got on my nerves. And I like the touches of Black girlhood and being othered and fitting in and finding your own community there, and teenage crushes and the parallels and things of that nature. It was just such a cute read. I think we're getting more of these characters because it was hinted that the stepsister and the best friend of John may have something brewing, and I hope we see them again. And give this book 4.25 stars because it was very, very good, very well written. I like the description of them. I don't know what it is. I keep reading these books where the men are described as Vikings with blonde hair and brown eyes, and blonde hair and blue eyes. Also the cover. The cover is what sold me, because she's there being lifted up and just so cute, and he has his little blonde man bun. But I like the color of his outfit that he's wearing in it. Yeah. I think I would have liked more of them doing dating stuff. Life happened and that's what stopped it, which is very realistic, but I would have liked more dating stuff. Their conflict was realistic. I do want to see more of their life together, so a follow-up to that would be nice. Like I said, I hope we see them again. And I really want to know his sister's backstory, because there's a lot there. But I like how it handled blended families, meeting the parents, working through your BS, navigating work, because all that is very real and things that we deal with, and I found it relatable as a Black woman. So I think you guys should read this book. I'm actually going to start the author's next book on the list, which is, The Right Escape. Yeah, I'm going to go buy that when I finish doing all these book reviews. Because I downloaded the preview of it and I was like, this is great. This is actually how this book got me. I got the preview of this book and I was like, that's the end? Click. Yeah, download the whole thing. Give me more. Take my money. Take my money. But yeah, I think you all should read it. I think that you'll like the characters. If you if you like romance novels or any kind of literature, I think that you'll like the literary references in there. And it was so crazy because they mentioned Dunbar and like Living Duality and Dubois and oh my gosh, Frederick Douglass. Why am I blanking? And I'm just sitting here thinking like, oh my gosh, things that I actually learned about in college that I still remember that have nothing to do with my career, but are popping up in things that I love. And it just like warmed my heart. And I was like, I get this reference. It made me so happy. So shout out to all my professors and all their readings and all the readings that I actually did, which was like 80% of them. Like y'all are the real ones. And I'm glad that you had me read these things because it learned a lot. And I got references in a romance book. So you guys are great. And actually, let this be a plug because one of my professors is a speculative fiction writer, and you should read her work. Her name is Michelle T. Berger, and I'm going to leave a link to her book below as well because you should read that and support academics, especially Black women academics, because it's Black History Month, and then next month is Women's History Month. So yeah, go give a Black woman some of your money. But I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you got a laugh from some of this. And if you read these books or you have any recommendations, let me know because I got 104 to read this year, probably more than that. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.